Welcome back. I was converting the video that I've recorded so that I can share with you. So, nilikuwa na model this wall. Let me escape kwanza. Let me continue. If modeling of a wall in Revit, it's more of what happens in ArchiCAD. So you just need to select the wall, click where you want it to start, continue clicking where you want it to end. So na una escape, unafinya escape after umemaliza kazi yako. Escape, they disappear. I want to add some columns here. Then if I want to add columns here, lazima niweke grids. So I can select this grid. Tuseme grid unaweza copy. Let me copy this grid like 2 meters downwards. So let me insert some columns here. Well, like a front porch. Let me displace it. So if you have already drawn something and you want to change to displace it more, ArchiCAD iko na power. Ukiselect hiyo itakuonyesha its relationship with the existing either wall ama grid. So maybe niongeze this to 2500. Ukiongeza ita change, ita move further where you want it to be. So that's how you can, after you have realize the dimensions are not adequate, then you can change also. So I want to add some 2 columns here. And for me to do so, I need to come to the architecture. At this tab, easy vitu zote ni that architecture. So kwa column ndio, you need to select that column. So unakuja hapo chini and then una choose column architectural. Let me just use, sitaki kuongeza madoido mapema hivyo. Let me just nizieke ziko hivyo. If you want to change orientation ya hii column isika hivyo, unafinya space bar. Ukifinya space bar, you will anything else see column peke yake. Nikiselect this column na nifinye space bar, ita change orientation. Let's say I want to change this column. Instead of ukiselect this column kwa properties bar, niliwaambia anything inakuja na properties zake hapo. Inakuonyesha this is M rectangular column 475 by 610. Then constraint inakuonyesha base level inaanzia wapi, offset kama kuna offset from the base level, top level inaenda up to ring beam, top offset kama from the ring beam imeoffsetiwa juu kidogo, you can still adjust those. But I want to change the dimensions of these columns equal 200 by 200. So this is how you do it. And this is the standard method of changing all dimensions of any parameter ama any element in Revit. After selecting this column, let me say there are other columns along in this floor. I want to change all of them to be of the same dimensions. Right click, select all instances visible in view. Then you select. Unaona ile column ingine imekuwa selected, tuseme zilikuwa na 20 columns here. So you don't need to go and select every column peke yake. So you need to select one column, right click, then select all instances visible in view. After having done that, now unakuja hapa una edit type. This edit type in the properties bar, edit type. Then kuna type properties. Kuna family, kuna type. So what you do always, kwa Revit, you need to duplicate anything that you are doing. Always duplicate, because if you change it directly without duplicating, you will delete this file totally from the files. You'll never find that rectangular column again kwa Revit ya 475 by 610. So never delete, never change it directly. Ati ukija hapa uchange directly this, ama uchange hapa, you can choose other. Ukiangalia along hapa chini, unaweza ona other dimension. Hizi ziko kwa Revit, they are stored there. But if you make a mistake of not duplicating, like me, I will duplicate, Then niseme now let me use a column here 200 by 200. Then nikisema 200 by 200 nakuja depth na width. These are the dimension. Depth na width. Naweka 200 by 200. So material of that column you unaweza change hapa. And most of the material unaweza tu search. I want it ikuwe concrete. So concrete cast in situ yenye natengeneza on site. So when you are changing anything, please don't ever change it directly. Make sure you are duplicate so that you can keep the original kama ni column ama anything bado kwa Revit. Okay. So our columns change sasa ni 200 by 200. So now you can see what is happening in 3D, but before that, I want my height, the height of the wall zikuwe 2.4 meters. Because ukiangalia hii wall ikiselect, anything you select, properties zake zinajileta automatic. So unaona location, base constraint, ndio hizo zenye offsets, then top constraint, and connect. Top constraint kwenda na juu. To me nimechoose unconnected, but hapo you can limit it to a level. Unaweza amua ishie kwa RBM hii, ama kama ni unconnected, sinajua RBM yangu ni 2.4, my wall should be 2400. So nimesha change hiyo wall. Ukiangalia hizi zingine hazija change. So if you want to change all the walls, nafanya the same way. I select, right click, select all instances visible in view. Then now ukiangalia the unconnected height hapa ni varies because kuna moja nimechange already in 2400 na zingine ziko 8000. So hiyo varies, acha niweke 2400. So I think umeelewa hapa. Wall haina mambo mingi by the way. It is just this top constraint. You can still restrict it to the level that you want here. Ama ikuwe unconnected. Let me choose unconnected like Archicad tulikuwa tunasema aje. Kulikuwa pia limited to level na bado kulikuwa na not linked. So this one, instead of not linked, because I will be interested to change the height of my walls venye nataka, let me just use unconnected 2400. So now let's see what is happening in 3D. 3D, sorry. Kuangalia 3D ni haka kanyumba kako hapa. Kuna kanyumba at the topmost. So kuna hii file nini 3D ni kanyumba kamechorwa. Na ukiover along that inakuandikia default 3D view, open the default of the graphic view in 3D. So kuna hiyo, you can do that. Then now you want to see maybe this 3D when it is maybe to change, unaona to white, black, many, you want to make to view it in a higher quality. So what do you do? Unakuja hapa chini kabisa, kuna scale like rota ama ilikuwa Quicksilver, kulikuwa na scale hapa chini, ama pia Archicad, I think the scale yake bado iko hapa chini. So hii ya pili ni details of the detail of your 3D. You want it to be coarse, medium, and fine. Let me say I want to have fine details. So as you continue drawing, it will tell you, give you option to save. Please make sure you save. It's not like Archicad that inajisave automatically. Okay, inajisave automatically, but if you prompt to save, please make sure you save. So project 1, let me choose my computer, Revit, right click, new folder, maybe 23. So you select that folder. So your folder is selected, and then now save. So I was explaining on the details, the kind of view details that you want your 3D to see it at the level of your detailing. So detail level, fine, medium. So from there, the next box, now this is the most important box for 3D. You can view your 3D in wireframe, hidden line, shaded. Let me say realistic because that is the highest. That is the highest view in detail. So somebody else can choose to represent their 3D in textures. Ama shaded, ama pia hidden line. Ours was default hidden. So let us use realistic. So you can still see what is happening. Like akika tulikuwa tunafinya function F3 ama function F5 kaa tumetumia MQ. But hii tu ni a matter of iko kwa tool yake, una select and then una change the level of detailing you want to see. So back to our level. Before niendelee sana, I want to see to make sure. Let me add other walls. Let me assume kuna walls zingine hapa. Let me just add walls. Ni kumove tu, nimezi drag, nimezi move. And then I will assume these are the walls zenye ziko kwa foundation. Let me first finish with the slab. How do you insert a slab here? Because tumeona kwa 3D haionekani na hapa nataka kuweka slab. Just like ArchiCAD, ukienda kwa architecture, hizi other ribbons hapa ama hizi tools, utaona floor plan, unaweza extend pia architectural, structural. So let me use architectural. Ukiclick that property ama that element that you want to design, inakuja na properties zake. So una extend to hapa. Me, I will choose 150. There are many slabs ziko hapa. So you can know what you want, generic. So 150 generic. So, and then kama ArchiCAD, the moment ukiselect hiyo, kuna some tools zinatokea hapa automatically. Unaweza tumia line, rectangle, nini, hizi movement. These are the drafting tools zinaku enhance. So me, I will use ya kwanza, line one. And now, nita click at the edges of the wall, just like ArchiCAD. And after nimemaliza, my 150 generic slab itakuwa inserted for my building. That's how you insert a slab. I know this is not hard now because interact na ArchiCAD. You want to see what is the difference. So after click hivi, you must tick finish edit mode. So ukingojea uone kama itatokea, kama hujatick it will never, utaiona hiyo. Utakuwa unaona red tu. So tick that green button and then itakuja hivi. For the moment now we go back to our 3D. So you can change this slab venye unataka. Tuseme mtu anataka, I think, don't know kama ni wafunzi ama tuende polepole. But if you want to...
Ebu rudia hiyo concept ya flow.
Ya flow. Ya kuweka flow.
Yes.
Now, so let me delete this. I'm saying, if you want to kuweka slab on your drawing, unaenda kwa architecture and then utaona flow along hii ribbon yenye iko na tools zake. You expand that flow, you choose architectural flow, and then because I had selected flow generic, it will still remain that flow generic, but you can choose. I was saying you can expand this. Anything ukichoose, any element ukichoose, inakuja kwa properties bar, and this is a repetitive process. You continuously repeat until uzoe. Itakuwa tu the same thing. Hata kama ni column, tumeona column, beams, that's how you do. You can either expand here, you see more options. So now instead of me using generic 150, let me use generic 150 fill. So you have chosen it's 150. Now you want to insert it. These are, I say, just like ArchiCAD, they are drafting tools. As you continue using Revit, you'll find more tools. You'll get used to these tools. So what you do is you choose the kind of tool that you want to use. Maybe I can choose a rectangular one. If I realize my drawing is purely rectangular, I would have chosen this rectangle, but it has some corners. So I need to choose this line tool so that I can move along these corners. This is how you go. You select the line work, and then you click the start. Then you click at the corners where you want your slab to extend ama mahali unataka ipitie. So here nilikuwa nimeweka porch, that's why slab yangu naileta along the porch. So all the way up to mahali umeanzia. Then ukimaliza kuweka ya slab hivi, you must tick hii. Hata imekuambia finish edit mode, saves changes and exit sketch mode. So you need to tick this. If you don't want, kama you don't want this slab, unakata tu, una cancel na hiyo X. So you need to tick green, and then now your slab is automatic, it's inserted. So you need to see what is happening in 3D. When I was showing you, but I want to change this slab kwa 3D isikuwe inakaa kama wall. So these things are further advanced activities zenye sikuwa nataka kuintroduce leo. Let me just introduce to you how you can change. But do I or not? How you can change is quite the same kama the wall. The wall. So let me change this slab. I want to change this slab. I can select that slab. Inakuja automatically for properties bar, so I can edit the type. So if you want to change the materials of that slab, kuna hii structure ya kwanza hapa imeandikwa edit. Click edit. Hapa kuna structure 1. Unaona inakuonyesha function, material, blah blah vitu. The most important thing to concentrate is kuna hii 150. This is the thickness of our slab. If you want to change, you can change. If you want to insert another layer kwa hii slab also, you can still insert using this. I will show you kwa roof. I must insert kwa roof. You will see it. So you need to change this material. Hii by category. Material, kuna kakitu kanatokea hapa ka black, ka click tu. Then now I can change. I can choose the material that I want. Angalia hapa kama kuna tiles. Kama hakuna tiles now, you need to add a new material. Create a new material. Hapa chini kuna haka kasako kanakaka mpira. Then you click create new material. Then you create new material. Unaona default new material. Right click. Then you rename kwanza. Uandike tiles. Then after that ni unakuja hapa chini tena, kulikuwa na hako ka new material, then una choose open, close, una open hii browser inakwambia you browse for the material when the cursor is at the tile. So you open hapo, then ina open hii asset browser, unakuja kwa appearance, then tiles ama floor, unaweza amua kuchoose flooring. So these are the carpet, tiles. Let me choose tiles. Then if you want to see it before weke, aka ka button ka kutoa ama kusubtract, kuongezea, unakaweza kalete hapa. You can see the type of tile that you want. Let me choose ingine nione the tiles. So you can choose any before. You can preview the kind of tiles. If you want, let me use that. So after umeiweka hapo, you apply, unafinya okay, kila kitu unakubali. Ukiangalia kwa ya 3D, it inaapia a long process, but Revit iko na very many enhancements. That's why unaona kuinstalia mtu. I think Timna amejoin. Tumejaribu kuinstall Revit offline ama using any desk na iko na a lot of materials. It takes long to download. So that's why iko na a lot of material library. As opposed to Hakikat, iko na materials kidogo tu. But hizi ni mingi huwezi maliza. You can do, naweza weka vitu mingi. So if I want to change my wall, nilisema right click, then select all instances visible in view. All instances visible in view. Then hii si lazima niende sana. Nikikuja hapa kwa edit material, kwa category, venye nimeonyesha, I want to use blocks. If you want vitu zingine za urembo zaidi, unaenda the same procedure. Una create new material, una name venye unataka, then unakuja tena kubrowse, zitakuja. But let me use blocks. Isiende huko. So these blocks zinakuja hivyo. The reason as to why I want them that way so that the pattern can be seen in my elevation sections all that. So from here ni dirisha na windows. I know that is not kitu kubwa. But somebody else could say these lines are Revit, hizi wall mbona zinakaa vibaya hivi, not like ArchiCAD. ArchiCAD zinaonekana vizuri line. You can change that also, the appearance of these walls. So you choose your wall, choose your wall, right click, select all instances visible in view. Then after select all instances visible in view, then you edit. Then here, angalia kwa hii, tuliona tukitaka kuedit the structure itself, unaingia huku ndani ya structure. Wrappings at hands. So the most important part that you need to choose ni kwa graphics. Hii graphics. Cause scale fill pattern, haina kitu. So una choose. Aka kitu ka black ama 3 dots. Now let me say nataka wall yangu ikae kama hii steel, ama ikae kama aluminium, ama brick wall. Let me choose brick wall. Hivyo. So exactly ukiangalia now inakaa kama wall ya ArchiCAD. You can choose any pattern. Ni mingi. There are many. So that is the floor plan. And I think nitajaribu kwenda kwa foundation. Ama unaenda kwa foundation after umemaliza you are building kila kitu, but I think I should go there. Uone what is happening kwa foundation. Hakuna anything. So if I want my walls, the foundation nizieke, there are many ways za kuonyesha hizo walls za foundation. Number one, you can I can make the first floor iapia hapa kwanza, ni trace here on top of it. And one way ya kufanya hivyo ni kukuja hapa kutafuta underlay. I want to create an underlay on top of my foundation level, because now kwa floor plan niko kwa foundation, nimetoka kwa 01 ground floor. That's why I'm not seeing those walls. So on 00 foundation wall, so I want to create underlay, na hapa none, haikuna anyone underlay created. Underlay ni kama kuwekelea floor on top of another, but it's not active. You cannot change it at that level. So now you need to choose this from none. You choose to ground floor. So now unaona ground floor hapa imerudiwa, but you cannot edit. It is just an underlay. You cannot do anything. So I want to create my walls. My walls tena. And then the same way, naweza assume kuziekelea on top of this. Mwambie hiyo ni njia moja. Mkuambia hizo vitu zina overlap. Let me see mahali inaishia. I can even view it in 3D vizuri so that I can nione how I will change that. Hobbit hakuna kufinya home. If you want kuweka Hobbit, nimeifunikia na project browser. Let me jaribu kurudisha hapa because these things unaweza ziekelea on top of the other, and then you browse hiyo, ukipeleka hapo na browse independently. Ukitaka ku Hobbit unakuja hapa full navigation wheel, hiyo ni tool ya ku navigate. Unaweza click hivi itoe haka ka wheel, then ufinye Hobbit, then sasa ni ku Hobbit hivi. I want to see this wall. Zime overlap this wall ya foundation. Sijaipea constraint, nimeipea unconnected wall. So I want it. Sasa hii naweza ipea top constraint isemeishie kwa ground GF. Hivyo tu. Naona itaishia hapo kwa GF. So naweza i-recess niseme top offset ama top offset ikuwe -1 juu ya slab. And now at least nikirudi kwa FDN, my wall ndio hii. I also want this wall ikuwe na ile pattern. That pattern nimewaonyesha. So I've said if I want to create that pattern kwa flow, edit type, nienda hapa kuna graphics, ni change course fill, it is already brickwork. Labda mimi ndio sijaona vizuri. Anyway, let me do what? Acha kwanza nimalize niweke hizo foundation walls. So if I want to do kuweka foundation walls, I said instead of kuendelea, I can create similar. You nime select your wall. And then let me assume my foundation is at the edges. Hizo zingine zote which is not practical, niseme ni load bearing, ni not load bearing walls. So hiyo wall nimeweka hapo itakuwa na the same properties. Let me just ni finish na hizi. So as opposed to ArchiCAD, ArchiCAD hatukuwa tunaweza kuona our structure in this format. Hatukuwa tunaona what is happening in the foundation. So at least unaweza ona what is happening. You can also change these walls zifanane so that you don't get confused. Unaweza kuja kwa foundation, select wall, select all instances visible in view, kuja edit. I can also choose another type of wall. Niamue kuchoose tuseme generic 300, naweza choose hiyo, but nikikuja ni edit its structure, badala ya 300 niweke pia 200. But I said you don't change something directly hivyo. Lazima kuja kwa edit, you duplicate, then niseme hii itakuwa generic 200, then ni edit structure, ni change ikuwe 200. Pia you can change the material if you want ikuwe any material. Juu this foundation kuna mambo mingi ya I can even retain it that way. See what is happening kwa 3D. So ija change, nime choose another material. Let me come and change again. Select all instances visible in view, and then edit. Hapa ni choose. I can choose another. Let me add another material venye tumefanya. New material. Right click, rename. FDN wall. Then I go kwa project browser. Niseme appearance. Niseme masonry. Acha niweke. Choose hiyo, then niseme apply. Okay. So let me see what is happening kama imekubali. I don't know why inakataa. Okay, imechange to this. Yes, imechange to a different wall. So that nijue what is happening kwa Revit, I mean foundation na huko juu naweza ziona. So the other thing is the most important tool, the reason is nilikuwa nataka kuanzisha foundation so that you can see the strip footing, how you insert strip footing. Kwa hakika ni line one. This is just as simple as this. Let's go. Unakuja kwa, you can insert it in 3D. Kwa structure, una choose structure, then isolated, not isolated part is a column, wall footing, and then ukichoose hivyo ni lazima uchange edit. Si footing zetu zinakuanga 600 by 200, so edit type, duplicate, unaamua kutumia 600 by 100, then una change hii inakuwa 600 by 200. Okay, then from there kuna hii button select multiple. Hii ni magic, ukiclick select multiple huwa na select yote, na select zote wall zote, then una select finish. Unfortunately imeweka layer mbili pamoja na ground, so let me show you if I had, kama singekuwa nimefanya walls the ground floor zingeweka the foundation peke yake. So let me go back show you how you do it. Let me, because nimerealize nimeweka wall zote, so you go kwa foundation, niamue kuziwekea hapa kwa plan foundation level. So una choose structure au wall footing, tunaamua sasa juu nimechange, ukiexpand hapa utapata ile ya 600 imeshakuja. So nimesha change hiyo, that thing I've duplicated is stored in your file. Sasa you can, instead of going changing again, you can expand one. Then now ni select multiple hizi wall zote, then ni finish. I think kila mtu anajua foundation layout, that's how it inakaa. I also want to maybe kuweka footings kwa hizi columns zangu. So what do I do? Nakuja kwa structure, isolated part, a structure of family is loaded in the project. Would you like? Yes, you can load it. So inamaanisha hizo parts haziko. So if you want to load it, unasema yes, then inakuleta kwa these files. These are families zake. So kuna US, kuna UK. Ukiangalia hapa US, ukienda preview tena, utaona kuna Chinese. These are libraries mingi zenye unataka. So let me use English na nitumie UK. Hata naweza choose US venye ilikuwa imeniletea. Hiyo niende kwa foundation, structure of foundations. Then you can select moja. No. Footing. Hii ni pad footing, rectangular. Una choose hiyo. Then now unaweza iweka hiyo. You can change also. Because my column was square, select all instances visible in view. Nilisema immediately inakuletea properties. Hebu to expand hapo tuone kuna ya 24 by ni mbili tu. So I don't want those ni kubwa sana. I had it duplicate. Niweke 1 meter by 1 meter. 1 meter, then E450 inaitwa shear thickness, naweza weka 250. 1 meter by 1 meter by 250. So sasa na change hii shear 250, 1 meter, 1 meter. So nimesha duplicate. So my columns are changed. So you can see what is happening in your 3D very fast. Bit. So hizi columns zangu sikusema ziende mpaka. So if I want to change these columns zangu, either select zote mbili. Then nikuja hapa niseme bottom base offset, base level ni change to FDN. Then me attach from foundation zinapita juu hivyo. So that's how I wanted to show you how to create them this. Now nikimaliza nyumba yangu baeni, tuseme if I want kuweka steel. Kuna mtu anataka kujua kuweka steel. It's very simple. Let me first do this. Kuna mtu ako na swali up to there? Nisipate naongea peke yangu. Kuna mtu ako na swali? Uzuri nimerecord. Tuko pamoja Kekame? Tuko pamoja? Oh, sawa. You realize Revit is very interesting. Si ndio? You can do vitu mingi. This is just introduction. Tutafanya a lot of things about Revit. That's why niliwaambia Revit si kama hakikati. It will take a lot of time before we finish. But at least leo tumefanya foundation. Mumeona how you can kuweka bases automatically. ArchiCAD is not possible. Au hizi foundations zinakuja automatic. Inakuja hadi unaweza send them in 3D. All that. I don't know kama nitaendelea niweke windows. They are very simple. Niweke doors. Wacha tumalize haka kanyumba tu leo. So that tutakuwa tutafanya tunashika kanyumba tunakasukuma hadi mwisho. So wacha niende kwa windows. I know kila mtu anajua kuweka windows. Ni kuchoose tu architecture. Windows unaweka at zero ground floor, from ground floor. Those walls we work windows at foundation. So when you want to choose the floor level that you want to weka windows zako ni at ground floor, not at foundation. Huko ni chuma na basis. So at ground level, I want kuweka my window. What do I do? Architecture, I choose architecture hapa. Then I choose windows. Windows ziko hapa. Windows. Ukiclick windows, ukiangalia hapa zinakuja ka window kenye kako sample kenye kanatumika. Ukiexpand utapata more windows. I don't think kama nitatumia hizi. Me, if I want to create artistic windows, I will edit and load. Najua tuja load hata mara moja. Tumekuwa tukiduplicate. But now I'm saying, let me repeat, if I want to create many to choose from a wide variety of windows, I need to edit and load, not duplicate. I need to load libraries zingine. So where are those windows? Windows, unakuja hapa, unaona imekuja structural foundations. It will go back to your library ya mwisho yenye ulikuwa umetumia. So I need to preview. Unakuja hapa kwa preview. Kuna UK, I like US Windows. So I preview again up to US and then I choose Windows. You can even finya W. Imeshaenda kwa Windows. Then now here you can choose. You click hii inakuonyesha hapa kwa 3D venye itakuwa inakaa. So you can choose from a wide variety of windows as opposed to ArchiCAD. So let me use this window, casement, triple middle. Let me just use that. If you click open, inakuletea na dimensions. Let me say I don't want these dimensions. I said you don't change this dimension here. Zitakubali but hiyo file itapotea. So you can immediately duplicate. Seme tu okay, you don't need to. Ama unaweza rename, duplicate. Let me sema my windows ikuwe 1500 by 1500. Okay, then nikuje ni change width ikuwe 1500 by height ikuwe 1500. And then okay. Then unaona immediately ukiselect hiyo window inakuchuzia hii C-Light. You remember C-Light kwa ArchiCAD? Nilisema if you add C-Light as the size of the window should give you 2400. So C-Light yangu ni 900 plus height ya window ni 1500, so automatically inaishia. Ukichora lazima ujue, not doing it blind, unajua itaishia wapi window yako. Mtu mwingine hivi ukiweka hii window 1600, hiyo window itawa unless you change C-Light yako uteremshe kidogo. So you must make sure the C-Light plus the height of the window, they are terminating at the RBM, the ring bit. So window ni kama tu venye tulikuwa tunaweka kwa ArchiCAD. Una click nje mara moja hii. Ile ingine una click nje mara mbili. Hii ni mara moja tu. Mara moja. Weka windows zako where you want. I'm just putting them bila mpango. Because when you are designing, kuna vitu unapaswa kujua mahali unaweka windows na kwenye uweki windows. So kwa 3D, vizuri uende ukiinteract with the 3D. So this is how your building is looking like. I know you wonder, will I produce for the client 3D foundation? If you don't want 3D foundation, kuna njia ya kuficha up to this level. So the reason is why I'm designing everything for using ArchiCAD, so that when I cut my section, kila kitu inajilete. I don't know why. Siku delete zile zingine. So hizi footings acha nizitoe juu nimezipata bado ziko na zilijieka. Ziko. Strip footing iko kwa foundation peke yake. So that's how it is. Windows, doors kwa ground floor. Doors ni kama ArchiCAD. You can choose the type of windows you want. Umeona ni mingi kweli kweli. So let me put a window. A door. Uki-expand, select architecture, immediately after one door. So unaangalia, you can expand this tab hapa. Uone windows mingi. But most of my windows height yake inakuwa 2400. You can, but unaweza rudi huko tena. Let me go back there because that's why you'll be used. Utakuwa unatumia windows to hapa sample because there are many doors. So